Yeah, yeah. Fresh out the cell with a plan and a boo. Ain't clip beeping, but my heart's beating for you. Let's go. Met her on a prison pen pal site. She said you cute even in that orange light. Now I'm home and I'm free, kinda on probation. She picked me up in a Prius, pure elation. Got a teardrop tat and a heart full of dreams. She brought cupcakes and some government cheese. I said, girl, you a snack, maybe even a feast. She said, you just hungry cause you live with the beast. Love after lockup, wild and free. Got no keys, but she got the key to me. From yard time to FaceTime, look at us glow. From prison phone calls to reality show. Love after lockup, we don't play. Tinder got nothing on JPay. I did my time, now I'm doing hers. Doing laundry and love, both in spurts.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Love After Lockup Lockdown. As always, you can find us on our Facebook group and on Instagram at Love After Lockup Lockdown. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Lisa.
And this week we have a very special episode for you.
Today we're going to do prison recipes to celebrate our 1-year anniversary. It's May. This started a year ago in the end of May. We never thought that we would get this far this fast, but we have. So we're just going to do a little bit of a fun thing here for you. But we have a few things that we'd like to say first. We have a lot of thank yous and a couple shout outs that we want to do before we get into the fun.
Excellent. We'd like to start with Jamie Lynn Morrison, who is one of our Facebook group moderators, and we appreciate everything she does for us.
Yeah, she definitely doesn't have to do that, and she just does it out of the kindness of her heart, and we love her for that, and it's so great for her to do that for us. We also want to thank the cast members who have been so wonderful as to come on our show for interviews, and we hope to get more in the future. We have Deontay Sierra, Jonathan Miller, and Tyree Sanders.
We'd like to thank Joseph Higgins for his help on the technical side of our podcast and also for being a great guest on our Men's Perspective episodes.
We also want to thank David Ford for being one of our earliest and loyalist fans and for also being a great guest on the podcast.
We'd like to thank Starcasm for shouting us out on their website and providing everyone with the dirty dirt on the cast.
We want to thank Jamie Sharpman, who was one of our very earliest and is our biggest fan. She wanted us to definitely make sure everyone knows she's our biggest fan. Thank you, Jamie, and you are wonderful.
BJ Thompson, who's always super active on our fan page.
To Motor Cop Chronicles podcast for being the only podcast that follows us and for being a loyal fan and also for buying our motherfucking crack mom t-shirt on the T-Mill store and never telling me about it.
Wear it proudly, sir. Twitch streamer Big Dill Energy. Follow him on all his socials.
We also want to thank all of our fans who enter our free giveaways on our page and to those who buy our stickers and magnets on our Etsy shop, which is capital L, capital A, capital L, capital U, capital L, OCKED, capital DOWN. And if you have to type it in that way to find us.
It is one word. There's no spaces in there.
No spaces. So LALU Lockdown on Etsy.
Thank you to our 308 dedicated followers on Spotify with 18,500 listens for the year.
And thank you to our 110 YouTube subscribers and also for patiently waiting for our videos to be coming soon, hopefully.
I edited it today, so hopefully it'll go up soon. I did upload it, so we'll see what happens. We don't know. We'll all find out together.
Yeah, we're new to video. Who the hell knows?
Get a little nip slip going in there. It gets rowdy during these recordings. Thank you to our 318 dedicated Apple followers with 26,500 plays for the year.
Yeah, that one's crazy. Thank you to our 5,700 Facebook page followers. Our page is where our actual fans of our podcast are. And then to our 117,000 Facebook group members, which is where fans of the TV show go to spill the dirt. And also, we do have some of our podcast fans in there. So thank you for that. That helps us immensely. And we would be nowhere without all of you.
Oh, thank you very much. Well, as we mentioned, we are going to talk about prison recipes. And we couldn't talk about prison recipes without rating them. So we have developed a rating system for these recipes that we're going to read to you. And it's a 1 through 5 rating, with 1 being the lowest. 1 is, I wouldn't eat this with my enemy's mouth. 2, suggest it to Cheryl to serve at her wedding reception. 3, bring it to a potluck with family you barely know. 4, sell it out of my house on Facebook Marketplace. And 5, serve it at a Love After Lockup Lockdown Girls' Night watch party. All right, we are starting off with Fat Boy Sandwich. Fat Boy Sandwich. The ingredients: 1 cinnamon raisin bagel, hot garlic chili sauce. This already sounds disgusting. Hot spicy beef sausage, jalapeno squeeze cheese, 1 whole jalapeno or casabella pepper. The instructions: you cut the bagel into 2 pieces, apply hot garlic chili sauce to bottom half, place 5 slices of the beef sausage onto the bottom half, squeeze out half a pack of jalapeno cheese onto top half, cut jalapeno pepper and place on top of cheese. Combine both halves and microwave for 45 seconds. Served best with a sturdy napkin and cold drink. Serve with crackers.
Okay. Where's the cracker? Why does the crackers come in? If you have it on a bagel, why do you need crackers? Also, there's something very disturbing about the word beef sausage.
Beef sausage. Sir, is that your beef sausage? Are you happy to see me?
You go to commissary, I would like the beef sausage. Now, what do you think they're thinking? Do you think they think you're going to eat that?
Probably not.
Also, where are we getting a microwave from? Is there a microwave accessible to like inmates in prison? They can't have them in their cell, can they?
You are asking the wrong fucking person. I've never been to prison. But if you have the answer, listeners, please let us know. You can message us on Facebook, or you can email us at lalulockdown@gmail.com and let us know.
So I'm going to go based on the fact that none of that seems to go together, and also the crackers are like an unneeded addition.
Weird, right?
It's not. I would probably not be that great. Obviously, someone thought it was great, but I think I would go with. I think it would be good for Cheryl. I think it's going to be a 2. I think it's a good hors d'oeuvre for Cheryl's wedding reception.
It's a 2 from me as well. I was going to rate it a 1, but I was like, actually, Cheryl might like some hot sausage.
I am not going to make that one. I am not. Does not sound like something I'm going to try, because we talked about making prison recipes and that one's off my list.
Pass.
So I have layered ramen. So it is 2 packages of ramen noodles, a summer sausage, barbecue sauce, honey, soy sauce, a dill pickle, some olives, 2 cups of refried beans, nachos, I'm assuming the chips,
Must be, yeah.
squeezed cheese, and mayo.
Oh, you had me at first. I was like, okay. And then it slowly got worse.
Mm-hmm. You're crushing 2 packages of the ramen noodles and putting them in a bowl with the seasoning. Then you place the dry mixture in the microwave for 1.4 minutes and stir and repeat. Why are you doing this? I don't know. Toasting
You're
it?
microwaving dry noodles?
I guess you're toasting it. I'm not sure. Yeah. Then you're going to chop up your summer sausage into cubes and place it in a small bowl or a cup. Then you will place a small amount of water, some barbecue sauce, honey, and soy sauce if possible. So soy sauce must be a hot commodity or something that's not always available, into the bowl with the summer sausage. Then you're going to find this microwave and you're going to microwave the summer sausage bowl with that mixture in for 6 minutes, stir and repeat. Then chop up the dill pickle, of course, and the olives, and then cook 2 cups of refried beans, I'm assuming in the same microwave. Crush the nachos, then stir a mixture of squeezed cheese, mayo, and barbecue sauce and honey. Put it all together.
I don't like honey, but even if I did, this sounds repulsive.
I don't understand it. I don't know what layered ramen means, but it sounds weird and gross.
That is getting a 1. I wouldn't eat that with my enemy's mouth from me.
Yeah,
Pickles and refried beans and olives.
I don't know how pickles goes in this at all. This must have been just like I had too much hooch and I'm really hungry and this is all the shit I had in my room and I just mixed it all together.
Girl, I've been there.
I've eaten some really weird combinations of shit when I'm really hungry.
When I used to drink, I would order like my dinner or my lunch and I wouldn't finish it and I'd like put it in my car, and then at 3:00 in the morning I'd be like, I am better than that. I am not going to eat that. It's been sitting out for 10 hours. Bet your ass I ate it every time because I'm a dumbass.
I'll do that with like things I know are like heavily processed, like say like a burrito from like Taco Bell or something like that.
Yeah.
You know that shit can sit out for like hours and hours and hours. Or like McDonald's French fries or something like that. Something that you know this is not going to hurt me. Like pizza. I've left pizza out for an entire day and still ate it.
I feel like McDonald's French fries, they have like just a very short window where they're actually edible. Like either they're so hot they melt your flesh off, or, 3 minutes later they're cold and waxy or just yucky. I guess not waxy is not the right word, but oily, congealed oil.
I love McDonald's French fries. Like I don't necessarily like them cold, but like I like them really hot, but I think they're still good if they're like just slightly not hot.
I am so picky when it comes to French fries. I'm a French fry snob, if you will. Rallies is the
Yeah.
place to get French fries.
I don't know what Rallies is because we don't have that here. Checkers?
Yeah.
Is it Checkers?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. I'm not sure if I've had fries from Checkers. I have no idea what
Oh my
they're
God.
about.
Number 1 fry of all time.
I like curly fries from Arby's with horsey
Mhm.
sauce.
I haven't had the horsey sauce with them, but I like their Arby's sauce with them too.
That's good too. And I'll start off like using like the horsey sauce or the Arby's sauce, and I'll be like, nah, it's not as good as the horsey sauce.
You mix it together?
No. So I guess wow. All right. Yeah, I have to go with 1 because that one seems like really it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't go.
It does not fit. Refried beans, pickles, and olives. You got me. Like, I like all of those things, but I would not like them all together.
Yeah, no.
Well, this one's kind of long, but it's Mr. T's ramen burrito, and it has 4 ramen packs, beef and hot vegetable. I didn't know hot vegetable was a thing. Half a bag of peanuts, half-ounce block of cheddar cheese, 1 teaspoon Mrs. Dash, 1 teaspoon onion powder, 6 burrito shells, 1 squeezy cheese, 2 halal sausages, soy chunks, 2 ounces of rice, 6 ramen spice packets, 1 teaspoon seasoned salt, a 1/4 teaspoon garlic powder, 30 tortilla chips specifically, 1 teaspoon sugar, and 1 teaspoon lemon drizzle. Garnish with hot sauce, jalapeno peppers, dill pickle, salsa, or picante sauce. I can read the instructions on this. It's just not good here. You cut the halal sausages into 1/4 or half blocks, then marinate in spices overnight. Crush peanuts, then add the sausage mix. Microwave until meat starts to sizzle, mixing from time to time. Add rice to meat, peanut mixture, and let rice soak up the oils of the meat. Cook ramen noodles until they are barely wilted. Pour off ramen noodle water to the meat rice peanut mixture. Then cook that mixture until rice is cooked. Add spice packets to noodles and about 4 ounces of squeezed cheese. Melt until cheese is melted. Add meat mixture to noodles. This goes on and on. Let me just tell you that this sounds terrible. At the end of it, you cook for 6 to 8 minutes on high and put a fresh dollop of cheese on it and let it rest for 5 minutes.
My first thing I have to say about that is a lot of fucking salt. That's a lot of seasoning packets and more seasoning and the Mrs. Dash and then the seasoning packets and all that shit. And then the sausage. And how do you get sausage to sizzle in a microwave? And then the squeezed cheese is all salt too. And that's an abundance of squeezed cheese. And then you're cooking that shit. Barf.
Your sodium count would be crazy. You'd be so
Yeah, you better,
swollen.
yeah, get some water because you're done.
Yeah, I'll pass on that. But I'm going to say that I've seen worse. And so I'll give it a 3. Bring it to a potluck with family you barely know.
I was gonna say that too, because I feel like you can throw that in a giant bowl with like just one of those big, massive scooping spoons,
Mm-hmm.
and everyone will be like, "Ooh, what's this?" To me, it kind of seems like it'll look like a taco dip. They'll be like, taco dip," and then they just pour like a bunch on their plate, and then you've got the chips, right? So were the chips for the side? The
That's a great
30
question. The 30 chips.
chips.
No, you crush 5 tortilla chips, 5 of them,
Oh,
and line your burrito shell.
oh, it's a burrito shell. You're putting it in a burrito.
Yep.
Okay.
A
So yeah,
ramen
no.
burrito.
So then, all right, since it's a ramen burrito, I'm switching. I'm gonna sell that out of my house on Facebook Marketplace.
Dude, you might do pretty good, actually. Like, what I want to know, though, is these recipes, they're like, take 3 or 4 ramen noodles and then take 97 seasoning packs from ramen noodles. How do you get that many seasoning packs? You only get one per ramen.
Is there must be a bartering system for ramen noodle seasoning packs. Yeah, it seems like they're using more seasoning packs than they have packs of ramen noodles. So where are they getting? No one's eating plain ramen noodles without the seasoning pack.
Man, if you were that one little weirdo who hated the seasoning on it, you would be good to go.
See, okay, I've got a confession. I have taken an extra seasoning pack out of another pack of ramen noodles, especially the beef ones, and I don't like the liquid on the ramen noodles. I cook them and then drain all the liquid, then put seasoning packs on
Yep.
it. So for some reason, the beef is so much better with 2 seasoning packs on it.
I'm a creamy chicken girl.
See, okay, they used to have a picante chicken, and you can still get it, but you can't get it in a store. You can get it online, and it's extremely expensive.
That's so weird.
It was so good too. I would skip over regular chicken for picante chicken any day. If anyone knows where you can get picante chicken ramen noodles, not $1 million a pack, please let me know. So, I have something called brick, which sounds so appetizing because who doesn't want to eat something called brick? Why it's called that, let's find out. I have a bag of cheese puffs, 1 cup of soup. So I'm guessing just those styrofoam cups of soup. It says that you should probably try to find the hot and spicy flavored. 1 pack of squeezed cheese, of course. 1 pickle. 1 beef stick. They recommend either a summer sausage or a Slim Jim.
I like both.
Optional. I hell yeah. Optional is seafood. Recommended is mackerel, tuna, or oysters. This has already gotten yeah.
Ew.
This has already gotten questionable. Optional is refried beans and rice also on top of everything. So you're going to open the bag of cheese puffs and crush them thoroughly. But then don't damage the bag because I'm assuming that's going to be your bowl here. Then you're going to put in 2 red onions, 1 16-ounce can of pineapple, 1 16-ounce can of stewed tomatoes, 2 mangoes, 2 tablespoons of crushed red pepper, 2 tablespoons of crushed black pepper, and a 1/4 cup of molasses. And then it says, just blend everything together thoroughly and enjoy. I'm not enjoying this.
That's horrible. No, I don't want that. 1, I wouldn't eat it with my enemy's mouth.
I'm gonna agree. I would, yeah. It's disturbing. I would not eat this. I would like to shove this in someone's mouth for sure that I don't like.
All right, my last recipe is prison pizza. And you need a big bag of Cheetos, 2 ramen noodles, chili flavor. I didn't even know there was one. A bag of chili, meat, sticks or sausage, hot sauce, 2 cubes of sugar, jalapenos, and spreadable meltable cheese. You cut the tip of the Cheeto bag to let air out, crush Cheetos, crush ramen, open bag of Cheetos, and add crushed ramen, mix well inside the bag. Add hot water, mix well, then secure the open end of the bag. Put bag of chili in a container of hot water, add to heat. Put cheese in the container of hot water, add to heat. Cut meat to preferred size and put in a bowl. Add hot sauce, sugar, and jalapeno mix. Open the bag with the Cheeto ramen mix, pour in the chili, mix well, pour in the cheese, mix well, pour in the hot sauce mixture and the meat, and then enjoy.
So this is just a bowl of shit.
Yeah, just random shit that...
Okay, that's a potluck then. I think that's a potluck item.
That's wild. I don't know. I'm not particularly fond of some of my family members, so I'm going to go with a potluck too. I think that'll be a good one.
So where does the pizza form come in? Is it a bowl?
I didn't even think about
It's
that.
like it's pizza.
There's
It
no
says it's
pizza to it.
There's no pizza. It's a bowl of shit.
There's not even tomatoes.
I don't know what that is. It's a bowl of something that maybe resembles the flavor of pizza.
Oh my god. This guy did too many drugs in prison, I think.
It is not. It's not pizza.
Pizza.
Okay, our last one here. We're on this is the last one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I have homemade Hot Pocket. 3 cups of whole wheat cereal, 1 entire loaf of bread, 4 slices of salami, turkey, and sweet ham, 1 Tijuana Mama pickled sausage, 3 hard-boiled eggs, chips of your choosing, and jalapeno flavored cheese dip. I don't know what kind of Hot Pocket this person has eaten in their life.
Just like this pizza too, right?
I don't, yeah, this Hot Pocket ain't Hot Pocketing. So at least I think that they're going to use this bread for something that might resemble a shell. First, you mash up the cereal in a bowl and mix it with water and the bread to make a dough. Okay, so here we have at least a dough. Continue to mash the mixture until it can be kneaded like dough. Chop up the slices of salami, turkey, and sweet ham, along with the Tijuana Mama pickled sausage, and mix the meat together. I would eliminate the pickled sausage.
I'm just going to start calling you Tijuana Mama.
I mean, someone needs to call that. I think I need a Chihuahua and call it Tijuana Mama, whether it's a boy or a girl, just either.
Tijuana Papa.
Tijuana Papa. The 2, Tijuana Papa and Tijuana Mama.
There you go.
So, where the hard-boiled eggs fit into this, I'm also confused. You have to chop up 3 hard-boiled eggs and mix it with the meat. Then you roll out the dough in what? Hold on. Roll out the dough with a circular lotion bottle on top of a large plastic bag.
I mean, you have to use what you have available, but
you
I like
specifically have to use A lotion bottle. It can't be any other bottle. It has to be a lotion bottle.
Not shampoo.
What if your lotion bottle is not round?
What if it's dirty? Like, that's the thing. Like, anytime I see videos of people making food in prisons, they're making it on like a table where the paint is peeling off. And I'm sure, like, when you're in prison, your health is not your number one priority, but still.
That's why they look like trash when they get out. They're like, the girls always gain weight and the men come out like ripped, right? But at some point they've eaten lead paint. Let's be real.
You'd certainly think so.
So after you've rolled out your dough with your lotion bottle, you place the meat and egg mixture on top of the flattened dough, sprinkle your choice of chips over the dough, and then pour the cheese dip over the dough. You wrap up the dough to form a hot pocket, and then you place the bag and the hot pocket on a fire exit light. This is very specific.
Oh, I love this.
Then let the bag sit for 15 minutes and then flip it, and your hot pocket should be ready after another 15 minutes. That one was hysterical.
Oh my God.
That had the best directions, though.
I want to eat it just because they had such clever directions with it. So I'm going to serve it at my girls' night, at my Love After Lockup Lockdown girls' night watch party, and confuse the fuck out of everybody.
Yeah, I think so too. And I'm not even going to tell them how I made it. I'm not going to tell them it was rolled out with the lotion bottle and I heated it on a fire exit.
Nope.
I'm just going to be like, here you go, ladies.
I love it.
Today I was trying to find a recipe for pruno or prison hooch or prison wine. And I found some recipes, but they were kind of like bougie that you could make at home. But I wanted like a recipe where you could, like, if you were in prison, this is how it's made. Like some people make it in a toilet. I wanted like a real authentic version of how you make prison wine. And I couldn't find it to save my life because apparently it can be deadly and you can get a serious case of botulism from it because it's rotted fruit.
I was going to say, why is that a surprise? It's just the desperation, I think, to not be. If I was in prison, all I would want would be to not be in prison anymore. And since that's not an option for prisoners, you try to escape, right? Hence the reason drugs are an issue in prison. So I'm sure pruno, which you can actually just buy the stuff to make, is going to be huge.
So I would say okay, if I was in prison and I don't ever want to go to prison, I would say it depends on how long I'm in and whether I'm going to take the risk of getting botulism. So if I'm in for like a long ass time, say, it depends on how old I am too. So I'm almost 50. So if I get a 10-year prison sentence, I'm drinking pruno.
Doesn't matter anymore.
Because the risk is like, yeah, by the time I get out, I'm going to be 60 years old. So take the risk?
I feel like they should give prisoners access to THC. Like, even if you just give them a gummy, it would chill people the fuck out. There's all the anger and hostility and hopelessness. And I feel like, honestly, just give everybody a gummy. Anybody who wants it, here's a gummy, chill the fuck out. Nothing's going to change before tomorrow.
That's a really good plan, especially because it's like legal almost everywhere now in the
Right.
United States. And it just would be part of their like nightly med routine. I would say like it's probably good like after dinner they go up and they get their THC gummy.
Yep. Everybody can snuggle in their beds and go to sleep comfortably.
It would make it. I guarantee you that COs have spoken about this and they're like, well, can't we just give them all even like a melatonin?
Well, they'd all be like, you can't give drugs to addicts. And it's like, I hear what you're saying, but the whole concept of California sober, and I'll argue on this one, I think is legit. I think that people who cannot control themselves, not everybody, obviously, but people who can't control themselves on a specific drug don't have the same issue with THC. Like, I mean, I personally know quite a few people who have used THC to get off of drugs or otherwise have helped them.
And if you look that up, there are studies that say that that is a good way to keep people off of hard drugs like heroin, meth, cocaine, is by having them go on THC. And also, how do you pronounce the magic mushrooms, the microdose?
Psilocybin.
Yeah, microdose of that as well, and microdose acid is a
Hmm.
very good, and they're still studying it, and by the time they finally finish studying it, it'll be too late. But
I mean, they just recently legalized esketamine. It's been in the past several years that that's happened. So,
isn't it funny that a lot of these things in the 60s, 70s, even 80s and 90s, that's bad, drugs are bad, that's a bad drug, that's a bad drug. Now it's like this cures everything, literally everything.
drugs are bad, okay?
But I'm on Wikipedia right now, and this will not give me a recipe. Like I said, you can find, if you go on YouTube, you can see home chefs making Pruno, hooch, prison wine. Basically, it's just a bunch of fruit, and you take all the fruit. You want like apples, oranges, fruit cocktail works really good. Something with like high sugar. They even throw hard candy in it, regular sugar, corn syrup, fruit juices, and then you need yeast, right? So where do you think they get yeast from? Bread. So they save their bread and then they use the bread, they crumble it up, and that's your yeast. So you put it in a bag and you have to ferment it in the bag, but it needs to be burped because that bread, it's what do you call it? Well, it's like a yeast agent, so it'll grow, right, and expand, and then you have to burp it, and when you burp it, then it keeps fermenting, and then you'll go, and when it's filled with air again, and you'll burp it again.
Dude, that would be so fucking rank. Every single time you opened it, it would smell so bad.
And well, alcohol is rotted fruit. That is what it is, literally. But you're just doing it in a way that that takes out the process that doesn't kill you.
It's not exactly what we call safe.
So yeah, well then you have to strain it after. Like you have to have running water because you need some water to, then when you strain it you have to have like a towel or a sock and stuff. So like you got to strain all the shit out so you get like the liquid after, from what I understand.
You want some sock wine?
It's yeah, it's gross. I mean, because they're gonna use whatever they can get. And can you imagine how long it must take to strain that through like a towel or a sock?
Fuck no. And they don't get caught.
The- I don't think it's that they don't get caught. I think it's that you can buy off your CO with money that you're given from your sugar daddy or your sugar mama on the outside,
I just
which
know
is
that,
where the $40,000 goes.
yeah, I just know that if I ever went to prison, I would need several sugar mama, sugar daddas. Daddy?
I mean, I get it. I really get it. I don't know how you could survive without it unless you have like your family just wants to keep giving you money, which no, that's not going to happen. Like, why would your family just keep dishing you out money? I mean, your stupid ass got in prison.
It probably depends what you went in for. You know what I mean? If it's heinous, like if somebody went in for like pedophilia or something, they can stay there and rot.
Oh, I hope that there's no one out there that is like supporting like a sugar daddy or sugar mama for like a pedophile. I really hope that doesn't happen. There is for serial killers.
You know that there are sick fucks out there, and there are women who are sick fucks, and there are men who sick fucks, and supported on both sides because they have to be able to find each other at some point, or you have the people who are just fucked in the head and are like, I don't care what you do. I love you so much.
Look at Cheryl. She was like glorifying the Unabomber,
Right.
and he killed children.
She has a thing for serial killers. And that's a thing. Like if there's people who are into serial killers, why wouldn't there be people who are into pedophiles?
Oh, that's such a I've never thought about this, and now I'm really sorry that I thought about it.
I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Like, oh my gosh. I don't know. But they have to certain criminals, they have to keep them away from the general
Yeah.
public of the prison
Yep.
because they'll just get killed.
Yeah.
And some I feel like they like expose them on purpose because they want them to be killed. That's definitely happened.
I definitely agree with you on that one. They put him
Mhm.
into Gen Pop and then they're like, "Oh, our bad. We forgot that he wasn't supposed to be there and we accidentally told everybody in the prison that he was a sick fuck. Oops.
Well, we accidentally let Ted Bundy out to play basketball. Oh, whoops.
Whoops."
So sorry.
The guard just
Oh,
looked away for a second.
oh, we let Jeffrey Dahmer out at the Thanksgiving buffet table. Whoops.
That's the thing though, like Jeffrey Dahmer, I've heard people say for years that the prison allowed him to be killed.
Oh, yeah. Yep. You are you are speaking the truth there. It's why I say they pick and choose. They know what they're doing. If they want to get rid of someone, they will.
Yeah.
I don't know how we got on this, but back to Pruno for a second. There's a picture here of 1 US gallon jug of contraband prison wine made from oranges, and it was confiscated from an inmate, and it looks vile, and it is the color of like I can't even tell you. It's brown, like vomit brown. I don't mean to be
Sounds
gross,
delicious.
but awful brown. And also the alcohol content is as low as 2%, which is like a weak beer,
Mhm.
almost like a non-alcoholic beer, and as high as 14%, which is just a strong wine.
Yeah.
So you would have to drink a bunch of this shit in order to feel anything.
I guess if you didn't have access to it very often, your tolerance would be pretty low too.
And here's the facts of the botulism. So in 2004 and 2005, botulism outbreaks were reported among inmates in 2 California prisons, and the way that they died from the fermentation was from potatoes. So I guess potatoes are a lot riskier
Potatoes
than
are
the
more
fruit.
dangerous than weed.
Really? Okay, I'm like, are they really? I'm sitting here believing you.
That's true.
No,
No,
but
no, it's
apparently they're.
true.
Oh,
Think about it.
really?
Nobody's ever died from weed. I mean, aside from like,
Okay.
so nobody, I mean, what do you get? Like, what do they complain about now? Everybody's like, oh, my tummy hurts and I throw up if I smoke weed. All right, that sucks for you, man. But you're not gonna die. You're not gonna get botulism from it.
That is true.
I'm on my soapbox today.
Well, the only way I would say you could die from weed is if it was laced. But if it's just pure unlaced weed, then you're good. And you're right, no one's ever died from it.
And even if it was laced, it would be the other drug that was causing you to die. So I'm just saying, like potatoes, if potatoes have caused people to die, that makes them more dangerous.
Potatoes are more deadly than marijuana. That is a fact. We are spitting the truth here today.
Tell your doctor
So
that.
yeah. Oh, can I have medical marijuana? No. Well, it's safer than potatoes.
It sounds like
Okay.
something I would actually say.
I'm guessing that the potato route is closer to like a vodka because
Yeah.
because potatoes are vodka. But So I guess if you don't want something that's sweet, if you just went straight potato, I don't even want to think about. I don't like vodka.
I only like it when it's mixed with other stuff. I don't like any of it anymore.
Apparently, you can also like use sauerkraut and orange juice.
I like sauerkraut. Oh, wait.
And I like sauerkraut. No, wait a minute. Wait, not sauerkraut and orange juice.
That sounds horrible. I like sauerkraut. Orange juice is I mean, I like oranges, but
how much would I have to pay you to drink sauerkraut and orange juice?
I'd probably drink sauerkraut juice before I drink orange juice.
Oh, no. No. I like sauerkraut. I like orange juice, not together.
Yeah, I feel like this episode has turned into things that I like.
Well, we just have to talk about real quick where they hide this stuff because we just talked about how there's peeling paint when you're rolling out your burrito with your lotion bottle.
I think that they keister it for warmth.
What is that?
They keister it for warmth.
You mean like they're sitting on it like a hen sits
No,
on eggs?
They put it all the way up there, but I mean, sitting on it like they're hatching it is also pretty great.
How did you create the warmth in your pruno to get your bread to ferment? I sat on it.
Yum yum.
So they'll hide it under their bunks because you can't find that. That's a great hiding place. Inside there's only so many places you can hide shit in a cell. Inside the toilets, inside the walls, inside trash cans, in the shower area, or anywhere inmates feel safe. Feel it's safe to brew their pruno away from the prying eyes of the correctional officers and jailers. They're gonna know. This is what I'm saying. They're being paid off because when they do like the checks of the cells, they're gonna look in the trash can, in the toilet, under the bed.
Well, when I was in prison and I made pruno, I got caught because I stored it under my bed. Unfortunately, I was in the top bunk, so they caught me really quick.
I thought this was going in the Cheryl direction. I really did. I thought you were going to say, when I was in prison and Cheryl was in prison with me, I was on the top bunk, she was on the bottom. We could see Cheryl's nice and light, so she could lay on the bag of the pruno and not pop it.
Yeah, I had her lay on it. She doesn't have enough body heat, but we made it work. Well, with all this exciting information and recipes that we're sure you're going to run out and make immediately, we again would like to thank all of our listeners. We appreciate you, and we hope for many more years to come. So that's about it for this week's episode. If you enjoyed the podcast, head over to Apple or Spotify to rate and review. If you'd like to continue the conversation, join our group on Facebook at Love After Lockup, Locked Down. Listen every Wednesday wherever you find your podcasts, and keep those notifications on to be the first to catch bonus episodes.
And in the meantime, don't fall in love.
And don't get locked up.
First date at Walmart, keeping it low. Told the clerk, don't judge me, I'm on parole. I brought roses, okay, 1 rose from a gas station. She said, "Aw, babe, now that's validation." We be vibing in a halfway suite. Microwave dinners, romance elite. She my ride or die, she brought me a phone. Even snuck it in once, pre-release song. She hold me down like a key-o with charm. Except she don't mace me or twist my arm. We write vows in Sharpie on my court docs. Judge said no contact, but we beat the clocks. Love after lockup, cuffed and proud. Matching jumpsuits, now we rockin' the crowd. She said, "Don't mess up," I said, "Bet." Now we're TikTok stars with no regrets. So here's the love and second chance thrill. From a concrete bed to Netflix and chill. They said, "Don't catch feelings," but I caught a case of butterflies, girl, not just in one place. Ankle monitor beep. Oops, curfew gotta bounce.